Hi everybody, it's me, Michelle Kelly. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. And if you've watched me before, thank you so much. This is my third video of 2019. This was part of my New Year's resolution, was I was gonna do a video a week for an entire year. This is the first time I've ever done a New Year's resolution in a really long time, and I had to say it out loud and commit to everybody that I was going to do this because I probably wouldn't follow through. So a couple of things that I've learned about myself is that I need support. I need to tell people what I'm doing, and that is how I follow through. And chances are is if I don't tell anybody, I'm probably not going to do it. And then I'm going to feel really shitty about myself, which is what I've done for a really long time, and I'm so tired of it. So I am not doing that anymore. I wanted to read to you something that even inspired me to do this video. I've read it in the past too that I've done, but I'm going to read it in every video because it has helped me tremendously, and hopefully, I hope that hearing this could inspire you one day to find where it is that you belong and what you want to be doing for yourself. It is. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us. It is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I was saying in my last video that I got that at a Christmas party, and I got it at a Christmas party 2 years ago. So I said in my last video, it's taken me over 2 years to process that and figure out what that means for me. And I was always good at promoting other people, but never myself. And I now believe that I am my own best advocate, that if I want change in my life or in the world, I need to be the change that I wish to see. So I'm doing it. So I'm putting myself out there. And one thing that I know is nobody can ever hurt me more than I have hurt myself. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you guys a story about what has happened to me. A couple years ago, I went up to the Karen Foundation, and I talked to that in my last video, and that's how I got a connection to God, and that I feel like God is working in my life, and how God is working in my life is through all of you. And it's through people. And not only that, the other way I have realized for myself how God talks to me is my inner voice. When I get a feeling like I shouldn't do that, or I shouldn't go there, or I shouldn't park my car there, and then I do, and something usually happens, I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have did that, but I ignored it. So from now on, I am listening to my inner voice, and I know that that is God speaking to me. And sometimes I don't want to listen to it because it means I have to do more, and I'm lazy. I don't want to do more. But when I don't do more, I usually end up hurting myself. So in 2019, I broke up with fear, I broke up with shame, and I broke up with guilt. So as a result of that, I am doing this video. I am putting everything out there, and I am hoping that not only can I inspire other people, but it keeps me inspired. I wanted to tell you about when I went up to the Karen Foundation a couple years ago on a spiritual retreat. We were meditating, and during my meditation, my grandfather came through, and we used to listen to country music together all the time. And I remembered he loved me, And that was so great to remember him and to think of him. And after that happened, that was in one of the meditations. It was really nice because I don't usually meditate on my own. I am now, actually, but it's with my boyfriend and my son, and we listen to videos on YouTube every Sunday and we meditate, and it's fabulous. But I could never calm myself or relax or do any of that stuff, but going up there really helped me be able to calm my mind and calm myself. And it's guided, so you don't just lay there thinking of horrible things, which is what I normally do. So anyway, on this weekend I thought of my grandfather. We meditated again, and in my meditation I saw colors, which has never happened to me. I saw purple and I saw green. And I asked the woman who was doing our meditation what that meant, and she said purple was spiritual and green is love and healing, which I thought was awesome because that's never happened to me. And I don't know what the meditation was about or how they did it, but I just remember I saw colors. So after that happened, she gave us all playing cards, and our playing cards had pictures on them. Excuse me. And after we saw the playing cards, they had pictures on them, and we had to pick a picture and talk about it. And mine had a kite, and it had a record, and it had a glove. And when it got to me, I said, I love music. I love music so much. It makes me so happy. And that was it. That's what I said. That was my weekend. I thought of my grandfather, and I knew that he loved me. I saw colors, and I talked about how much I loved music. So that was my weekend. And usually after I go on these weekends, it takes a while for it to process and sink in about what has happened and what went on. And, some things I forget about, and other things come to me at different times. But I got home from that weekend, and one day I was by my kitchen table, and I was listening to the radio, and I'm like, God, I wish I could do something with country music. And that's all I said out loud. So that was probably like a week or two after my retreat, and I didn't think anything of it. And when I was younger, I always knew what I wanted to do. From the time I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to be a hairdresser. I loved it. I loved people, and I got to be a hairdresser, and I have loved it, and it has been a great, great career. It's been more than just a job. I have met people have let me into their life and shared things with me that I am so grateful for. And but a few years ago, not a few years, probably like 11 years ago, I was in a car accident, and I had to get neck surgery. And since then I've had 3 neck surgeries and 2.5 back surgeries, and I never knew what I would do if I wasn't a hairdresser. And after that weekend, and I said I wish I could do something with country music, that was it. One night I came home, and I was listening to the radio, and I heard Cole Swindell's Ain't Worth the Whiskey, and I thought, God damn it, I'm worth whiskey. So I wrote a song back to Cole Swindell about being worth whiskey. And when I was doing it, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be on the radio. I know it. I just know it's going to be on the radio. So after I got done, I put it in a drawer, and I didn't tell anybody I did it for about 3 weeks. And then after that happened, I was out to breakfast with a few of my girlfriends a couple weeks later, and I told them that I wrote a song, and they're like, you did? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, we want to see it. So I showed it to them, and my one friend Megan's like, Michelle, you have to do something with this. And I'm like, you think so? And she's like, yes. So that inspired me to start looking to know what to do with it. Now, I have to tell you, I've never been in the music business. I've never known a band. I don't play an instrument. I can't sing. I know nothing. I know nothing, and I know no one. So I didn't even know where to begin or how to get started, but I kept praying to God to show me and guide me where I'm supposed to go. And I learned so much. so much about the music business. I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about learning how to say no. I can't even tell you the lessons that I have learned in this. But anyway, my first song did not make it on the radio. And I'm crushed because I really thought it was going to. But it made it on an internet radio station called Chasing Your Dream. And their motto is, we might not make you famous, but we'll make your day. So they have made my day many times over. And also, I was able to get my first song into the Texas Roadhouse restaurants. And I am going to end it with this today because I feel like it's too much information. But I will tell you the rest of the story next week. I hope everybody has a fabulous week. And please like, subscribe, and share. I don't know if I'm ready for comments yet. I haven't asked for them because I don't want to feel shitty. So with that being said, stay tuned and I'll see you all next week. Thanks so much.